Welcome to the podcast, bro.
Yep. Hi. Yeah. Hi. Welcome. This is Trudging Along.
Trudging along, we're just fucking here.
Just existing. Yeah. My name's Trev.
My name is David, and I just coast.
You're coasting.
Yeah.
You're on the coast with the most.
I'm on fucking autopilot.
Good for you. Well, I mean, if this is your autopilot, I think you need to re-engage.
What did you just say about this beer? Oh, if you're feeling blue, grab a blue.
I said, if you got a case of the blues, grab a case of blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we did.
We're drinking good old Labatt Blue. Have they
Labatt
changed
Blue.
their label?
Nope.
You sure?
They've never changed this label in their life.
Okay.
In their shelf life.
Quality brewing since 1847. They've changed their label since 1847.
Well, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, okay, but it's a fucking great Canadian. It's a Canadian treat.
I can't stress enough, it tastes like you just stole your dad's beer to have a sip of it with your seven.
That's what I did. I did that. My dad used to have. We had a fridge in the basement. No,
out of his hand, like you're at a cabin and he's on the dock with it, and he goes, "Oh, you can have just try a little sip."
Oh no, my dad actually had cans of this in the basement, and I stole one once and drank it.
Does it taste like you're drinking beer for the first time?
Yeah, it does, because that was me. That was literally me. I took a can of his Labatt Blue, and then I cracked it, and I tried it, and I thought, this is gross. Why does anyone drink this? And then I got a bit older, and I realized that life is just a series of unfortunate events and before you die. And then I'm like, oh, all of a sudden, beer tastes pretty good.
It numbs the pain. Gets you through the day.
That's what I'm saying. You got a case of the blues, grab a case of blue. You know what? Labatt Blue, you can have that, but I expect some royalties.
Yeah, you're gonna want to talk to their marketing department.
Yeah, your marketing department get in touch with me, and I got a slogan for you guys that's gonna kill.
Mm-hmm.
I know I've said it already, but it's still going to be great. How you doing? How does the ice cold carbonated beer feel as it rolls over your freshly cleaned bottom teeth?
It hurts. I was at the dentist.
It's smart. Yeah, genius over here decided to go get dental work done right before he had to talk for an hour.
It was just a cleaning, but holy crow, they really go after you.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of the dentist. I just don't. It's just not fun. It's kind of like, meh, I don't like this at all.
I get a little squeamish. What is it, squeamish?
Yeah, why? Because is it the metal? Is it the feel and the sound of the metal scraping against your teeth?
Yeah, I can't. They really scrape at it.
Yeah, they do.
Why
they
would
go
anyone
hard
want
in the
that?
paint.
You could be, like I said to you, you could torture someone like that.
Isn't there something about checking a diamond's value if it scratches your teeth are very durable.
Yes.
So they use the steel because that's the best way to clean it without damaging the teeth. Like, it's pretty crazy that they can scrape sharpened steel.
Like the lady was scraping it like getting a gum off a shoe.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. But you didn't get the fluoride yet. They have to do the top part still.
The fluoride's the worst part, isn't it?
No, it's fine. It's just a couple trays of fluoride.
Oh,
I mean, it's pretty bad if you're in Flint, Michigan, but when you're getting it done at the dentist,
yeah, if it's in your water stream, that's bad.
Yeah, no.
Is that what the polish is? Fluoride?
I think so. No, the polish is something else.
Tooth?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
the polish.
That's the worst where they vibrate.
You can feel the grit from it, right?
Oh, that's the worst part. Fuck that. I'm gonna say I don't need that.
It's like, no, you need it. It's like a sander. It's like a small.
Yeah, and they put a paste on it.
Yeah, and they go.
No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna opt out of that one.
No, you can't opt out. Don't be a bitch.
They polish and then they do the fluoride afterwards.
What kind of what do you?
But I like the bubblegum flavor fucking fluoride.
I can't believe that you're an adult human. Look. It's one of those things that you don't want to get to. I took my car for an oil change today. I didn't want to pay $135 for them to fucking change some liquid in my car, but it's one of those things that you do.
Hey, girl, she's purring.
Yeah, then your mouth is purring.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Think of how much semen that was caked onto your molars that she just scraped off today.
I don't know. Semen?
Just buckets of it. Just buckets of flaky, dried semen.
It does feel way better.
Yeah, of course it does, because they're clean for the first time in 2 decades.
Yeah.
When was the last time you got your teeth cleaned at the dentist?
Well, I can't tell people that. They're going to think I had a bad... But I floss and brush twice a day.
The fact that you went to the dentist for the first time in a long time, and they were like, yeah, you have maybe one cavity that we might have to fill, and that's it.
I had one cavity.
You have good oral health.
Yeah.
I'll say it. You don't have a good... You're not the...
I don't give
good
health.
Oral. Okay,
but I have good oral health.
I don't know if you want to advertise that. Hey, the only way to get better at something is repetition.
No, I hadn't been to the dentist since... I hadn't had it cleaning.
That's why Jeffrey Dahmer was so prolific.
I hadn't had it cleaning since 2010.
Yeah, so 12 years, you're due.
Yeah.
You could have fathered a child and they'd be in 7th grade.
Yeah. Serious?
You could have fathered a child, and all of their baby teeth would have fallen out. They would be going for a cleaning with you.
That's 12 years old.
Yeah.
They would be going into grade 7. That is fucking jacked up. I've been to the dentist.
You haven't been to the dentist since your imaginary child born in 2010. I'll put it to you this way. You have not been to the dentist since the year I got married.
I wouldn't have a kid in 2010 anyway, so at 27 years old?
Why?
28. 28 years old?
Why? You shooting blanks? No, there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It's too late now.
It's never too late. See, you and I were just talking about this before we hopped on the mics.
No, not too late for a kid. I'm saying it's too late to talk about what I
having a kid in 2010.
2010.
That's fair enough. Would you have kept it? Or would you have left it on the front step of a
fire hall?
Yeah. Or a convent.
In a bassinet?
I fucking heard a wild story about a convent in like the 1650s. I can't even repeat it.
Was it just a slurpathon?
Yeah, kind of. What happened? It was crazy.
Kids getting just holed left, right,
no,
center.
Hang on. I gotta preface this by saying everyone was of age.
Oh.
In fact, very of age. Like I'm guessing.
Are you talking about the nun? That movie we saw?
No.
The horror film?
Nah, you know what? I can't even get into it. I'm not gonna get into it. Never mind.
The possessed demon that takes the form of a
nun?
Fun
fact, the only movie in our 7 years of seeing movies together
by ourselves
where we were the only ones in the theater.
That was amazing.
First and only time. It was great. It was like 2 p.m. on a Tuesday.
That was the only time in a film that I ever put my feet up on the chair in front of me.
Again, I don't know if you want to. You're advertising a lot of things out the gate that I don't know if you really want to.
What do you mean? There was no one else in the theater. That's why I put my feet up.
Your feet still like where though? On like the headrest of the seat in front of you?
No, it was the metal. Remember we sat in the front.
Oh,
row
right.
The metal bars.
Yeah, metal bars, fair game.
You know that my dad used to take his shoes off and put his feet up on the seat when people were even sitting in front.
Yeah, that's
hardcore.
kind of that's yeah. I mean, to each their own, but not something I would do. That's for sure.
That's what's that? That's crass. Crass.
It's definitely a piss off.
Isn't that what crass mean?
Crass is kind of like rude and vulgar.
That's what crass, putting your feet up.
Yes. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. We're living in polite society, at least allegedly. And, another person's seat in front of you is no place for your feet. But now they got the VIP theater, so you just get kicked back and relax.
My dad used to like to pee sometimes in his cup. He'd probably go to jail now at this day and age.
Well, your dad hang out with Pee Wee Herman? What?
He wouldn't like to. This is in the 90s. He wouldn't like to miss any of the film.
You know what? It doesn't really. The fact that you said it's in the 90s doesn't make it any better. We have indoor plumbing. It's been around for a while.
Didn't I tell you the story before? We went to Heat. It's
95. Michael Mann.
3-hour movie. And my dad took a piss in his pop cup. And then put it back in his cup holder, and my brother Jess took a sip out of it, thinking it was pop.
That's so fucking hardcore.
Yeah, he even knows the story. He vividly remembers the story to this day.
Yeah, I think anyone would vividly remember the time they slurped their own father's pee through a straw while at the movies.
Trying to.
Well, no, I know it's definitely an unfortunate series of events, but also I think you gotta go upstream a bit to the first negligent action, which I'm going to argue is the 40-something-year-old man.
45 at that time.
45.
Yeah.
Pissing in his was there libations that were had? Like was there anything he can pass it off on? Like, oh my God, I was so out of my mind.
No, he thought it was hilarious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then
peel back another layer of the onion that is David Harris.
He was 45. So when I got back from being away a few years ago, we went to the Keg for dinner. This is 2014. My dad was like 60.
Yeah, okay.
66, 65.
Okay. 20 years later.
We were at the Keg, and he took a pee in his pint of beer because he didn't want to leave the table.
Is there a phobia your dad has of standing up from a sitting position?
It was always a thing.
So was it like a gag of his that he's like, hey?
Yeah, he thought it was a funny joke.
Oh, I thought maybe he had there was some reason. Maybe he didn't like public restrooms.
He'd probably kill me if I knew he was telling a story. And then one time he did it at an airport in Winnipeg when he had to go meet a client.
It's Winnipeg. What are you going to do?
He got arrested.
Okay.
The airport,
getting arrested.
The airport security handcuffed him. When
was this?
Their office and gave him a stern warning and said we could take you to jail for this.
Wait. When was this? The 90s again? Was this post Heat?
No, this was 2004.
This was post-heat.
2005, yeah.
Okay, so the year after How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days came out.
Yeah.
Okay. I think the movie came out in 2003.
They escorted him into their security office.
Well, yeah, he's in a post 9/11 world.
Stern talking.
Okay, yeah, no, I was thinking, okay, it's Winnipeg. I guess that's the only reason he got away with it. But post 9/11 world, you can't take more than 100 milliliters of liquid on a flight. He probably emptied more than that out of his body. They probably thought he could have been a terrorist.
It was at the airport bar.
Doesn't matter. Was he already through security?
Yeah.
Well, then there you go. They probably thought he was some terrorist that had some kind of like camel bladder surgically installed, and he was pissing out some kind of.
Oh, he had to get ready for it?
Yeah, some kind of like liquid detonating bomb thing. I don't know. That's a safety hazard. It's a security hazard. That's why.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's well now it's
a biohazard, literally a biohazard.
Well, I never thought about it. It's also indecent exposure, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. If you pull out your penis in public, that's considered indecent. That's a criminal offense.
But to take a pee, he wasn't trying to.
At what age does it become indecent exposure? Like a 3-year-old pulling their dick out, you're like, okay.
I think after you hit puberty, once you're like 14, 15.
So if you're 12 and you pull your dick out.
Yeah, that's just like, oh, what are you doing, you idiot? You got to be taught not to do that.
I know, but
if you're old enough to have coitus,
yeah,
then you can throw your dick out.
You can have coitus at 12.
Yeah, but still.
You can.
Then take advantage of it. 12-year-olds out there, take advantage of still being able to take your dick out.
No. This isn't. I don't even know I don't even know why I asked the question now. I totally regret it, but I'm curious.
It's actually a great point. What
I think
age
at
is
what
the stopping point?
I'm sure there's a legal
people
age.
Thinking it's funny that your dick's out?
Yeah.
Like 10. I'd say 10.
I think for sure once you hit double digits, it's too much. Mm-hmm. But like you start feeling shame as a child. Like,
no,
what,
I would
4
say
5?
way younger than that.
Yeah,
like 6
10.
Years old.
Yeah,
7.
that's what I'm thinking,
then you're embarrassed
right?
that your dick's out.
Yeah, so the second that you feel shame that your dick's out, I mean, you still do. But the second that you start feeling shame like this shouldn't be a thing is probably when it's not okay. Now, we're not going to charge you for it.
That's a great point.
Because your brain's still developing, but...
No, yeah, kids are shy already.
I think if you're old enough to say, hey, look, my dick is out, you're probably too old to be taking your dick out in public.
Yeah, like when do you stop being...
Because that shows...
When does it stop being okay to have your naked kid in the hot tub at a hotel pool?
No, it's never okay.
Oh, yeah, you can't do that, yeah.
Because then they're going to piss everywhere, like your dad.
Okay, yeah. Okay, but at a friend's house, if you're at a private
naked
pool... and the kid,
no, I don't care. I don't care if it's me and like 3 or 4 other adults and one... little kid. I don't care if the kid's 6 months old.
Do they even make swim trunks
for like
4-year-olds?
Well, it's like swim diapers, I think. It's like diapers that go underneath a bathing suit.
Oh yeah, because they're still pissing themselves.
Yeah.
No, they're not. You potty train what age?
I don't like. Well, it depends. If your kid's like less than a year old.
No, 3 I think is the limit.
3 is when you're too old to be.
Yeah, 3 is like, oh, you should be potty trained.
One of my siblings, I won't say which one. One of my siblings, they were old enough to barter. They were old enough to say...
Oh, if I piss in the toilet, give me a chocolate bar?
Yeah, except it was a Batmobile.
That's fucking weird.
So they went, okay, you know what, Mom and Dad? I see what you're doing here. You want me to start using this indoor plumbing? All right. You give me a Batmobile and I'll do it. And then they did, and he did. Isn't that crazy?
Which one was
I
that?
can't. I'll tell you off, Mike. I can't
tell you. What about their initial?
All of my siblings start with different initials.
Yeah, they won't know that.
They might. No.
Okay, what about the second letter in their name?
That's not any better.
Yes, it is. No one's going to do the research on that.
If you know someone's name, you generally know how it's spelled.
Third letter in their name.
It's
That's
not
too much
like
work. That's a lot of work.
It's not a lot of work.
Fourth letter in their name.
Okay, what's the fourth letter in my name?
O. Isn't it? V.
So it took you arguably a lot longer than it should have.
No one on the fucking show.
But if they know,
they got to look up all your family's names and then find the fourth. They're not going to do that much research.
It's not any. My point is, if they know the name, it's not any research. If they know who it is, they'll know who it is, regardless of which letter I tell you.
Fourth letter of their name.
I will not. I'll tell you off mic. What's the problem, buddy? I'll tell you.
Here, do that. Do that.
No, because you're gonna say.
I swear to God, I won't tell you.
Okay.
So.
I'm gonna spell it out. You ready?
Okay, I already know.
I mean, the shoe fits though, right?
Yeah, it's clever. He's clever. Wow, that is. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I think First of all, your kid has to always be in a diaper when you're at a hot tub. I don't want your kid. I don't care how old your kid is. There's no age where it's okay for them to run around naked because they're going to piss everywhere.
Now I remember. I have friends that brought their kids to vacations. One was in Hawaii. One was in, they have swim trunk diapers for kids.
Yeah. And let me be clear. I don't get mad at the kids in this situation because they don't know any better. I get mad at the stupid fucking parents because it's the stupid fucking parents' responsibility to make sure their kids aren't pissing everywhere or acting like little shits. I see this all the time at work.
Oh, I see it on vacation.
All the time at work.
Some parents just let their kids... They go to the pool and they're so upset that they had children.
Yeah.
They let their kids do whatever the fuck they want.
Look, here's the thing. If you have a kid and you decide to raise that kid, that's the next 18 years of your life. Whoop, gone.
Yeah.
And that's fine, and that's great, and you can still have tons of great experiences, especially when they get older. All of a sudden, you're introducing them to things. It's great. It's fine. But you do not get to abdicate responsibility because you miss partying with your friends on a Tuesday afternoon.
Don't have a fucking kid. I told you that one time I finally stood up and said something to a mother. She was at the park in Olympic Village. I told you about this. She was sitting on the bench with her, talking with her girlfriend, and her kid was at the pond, and no word of a fucking lie, he was trying to spear a duck with a stick. Like, stab it. And I was like... You're fucking Jeffrey Dahmer over here. Can you look after your child? He's trying to murder a duck.
This is exactly how it starts.
Yeah, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I said, your kid is trying to kill a duck.
Yeah.
And then I was shaking my head. Like, I was so mad. I'm like, I get a kid trying to throw rocks in the pond or something. The kid was trying to kill this animal.
Also, here's the thing, and I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Maybe you can correct me if I'm getting off the beaten path here. But what I think... I see that as being worse
The mom was 5 feet away sitting on a bench.
Yeah, but she doesn't give a shit because she's hanging out with her friend for the first time in who knows how long because Timmy here. So my thing is that if he was like, I don't know, 10 or 11 and him and his friends were off in the woods somewhere and they came across, I could see them poking like a dead animal with a stick, and I understand the fascination with that.
No, but trying to spear a live animal?
Yeah, no, I was going to try to make the case that maybe they would wander into the woods and spear a duck, but if they did that, but again, they're not old enough to be arrested, right? They'd be get off scot-free. They could go murder a dog.
I felt embarrassed, though. I was like, your kid's trying to kill a duck. I wanted to say, like, you're
a shitty parent.
Raising a fucking killer, serial killer?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, what you wanted to say was you're a shitty parent, look after your son. But
Yeah.
what you said was your kid's trying to kill a duck, which is kind of the same thing. But I'm guessing she's not the kind of person that's going to be able to read between the lines all that well.
Yeah.
I see it all the time at work, man.
But the kid looked
you
like
get
a
these
little
fucking, You get these fucking adults coming in, and they bring in their little fuckers, these little stupid kids.
Those
Again,
fucks.
the kids are stupid because the parents have made them this way.
No, they're fucking fuck.
Then they want all of their kids together at one booth, and they as adults want to hang out the other.
Yeah. And then they give them all iPads?
No, not even that. They're just like, oh, the server can deal.
They're all watching
and the
fucking
kids
Hannah
are
Montana?
screaming, and they want this, and they want that, and the parents like, can we get a second bottle of wine, please? It's just like, look.
I like the parent style.
I fucking hate the parents. They should have been pre-screened, Minority Report style,
or just
deemed to be
at home.
unfit parents, and we should have chemically taken care of things. There's just way too many people
procreating.
Well, yeah, there's too many people that I see that the fact that you're raising a kid, hey, we're gonna have to deal with a version of you for another 80 years.
I used to work in this place called Port Coquitlam. It's kind of a rougher town in the Lower Mainland, and I'd come to
Port Coquitlam.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that rough anymore, is it?
No, not anymore. This was years ago.
Okay.
Like 15 years
The way
ago.
you phrased it, anyone that didn't know the area, it would sound like...
15 years ago, in the area where I worked, was a little bit rough.
Okay.
It was a little rough around the edges.
Sure.
So
all the best places are.
Every time I tried to work, there'd be a lady, I'm no word of a lie, 22, 23 years old, pushing a baby carriage with two kids hanging out of it, and then one kid walking beside her, and she's got a cigarette hanging out of her mouth, and she's wearing a fucking FUBU tracksuit, and I'm like... Why the fuck do you have 3 kids? You're barely 25. It looks like you can't even get out of bed in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, what? Isn't that... They're so late. If you're a lazy shit rat regardless, and all you want to do is smoke and wear tracksuits...
Yeah.
Why would you add to your burden?
Yeah.
You could never... You should never have children, and you can live out the rest of your days as a fucking... lump of crap.
Yeah, it gets dicey because now it's like See, I feel like before there
At least
was
it's smartness. They don't have the. They don't get the proper.
well, and
edge.
it could be a lot of things. Like it's I understand it's a little dicey. Me just criticizing anyone that has children indiscriminately.
No, I'm saying ones
but I
that you can
stand
tell
by
that
it.
don't even. These are. This is not ones where the mom is sad because she doesn't get out enough, but she still has.
Right, yeah.
This is someone who looks like they fucking can't even function.
Here's where like it just doesn't make sense across the board in terms of how we've structured our life here. Is that same person would have
I'm an asshole.
that same person would have to apply to adopt a dog, and there'd be a screening process.
And
there's no screening process to allow them to
yeah.
just bring a kid into the world.
Yeah. What's that? Keanu Reeves says in this movie called Parenthood. You need a license to buy a dog. Hell, you need a license to catch a fish. But any old asshole can be a father.
Yeah. No. Wow. Huh? Or lack thereof, for that matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I'm just knock on wood. Don't have any kids that I know about. But here's the thing: if I did have a kid, I would recognize that that's my responsibility now. Because that's just isn't that how it works? You
but people that want to have, I know
you're an extension of me, and I got to make sure that extension doesn't fuck things up.
But
for me.
It's also a great thing. I have a lot of friends that have children, and they, you relive the old. You live through your kids
vicariously. Yeah,
it gives you a purpose.
But it's yes, I agree. But like I was gonna say, I know people with kids, and a lot of people with kids. Their kids, there's a gradient. Some of their kids I like more than others. I won't get into specifics. Some of them are better. Some of them kind of suck. But all of them are decent, good kids. Like, they fall within the parameters of, like, they're horsing around, whatever. But I attribute that to the fact that their parents actually want to be parents. Or at least recognize that, like, hey, I'm going to have a family. I want to have a family. So let's figure this out.
Yeah, it's strange because, sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
All of my friends who have kids, I like all their kids. They're all uniquely different in every way. But then you realize that the ones that the kids are good, their parents are like, I want to be a parent. They're
involved.
Be a parent before they had kids.
Yeah.
Like I want to be a dad and a mom.
Yeah.
I want to have a family.
Yes.
And then none of their kids are assholes.
No.
But then when you go to when you're a kid and you go to school, you see so many kids that are fucking assholes because right away their dad just put a cigarette out on their back before they went to school.
And that's just it. That's why I say I don't blame the kids or hate the kids.
Yeah, it's totally the parents'
fault.
They're
just an extension of these loser adults.
And then they complete, and then the cycle.
That's exactly it.
Over and over again, over and over again.
I remember I had two bullies in elementary school. I remember both their names. I won't say who. But I remember, and I remember like when things kind of nulled out, and like as part of as part of his like repayment to society, he had to invite me over to his house. I didn't want to fucking go. So this bully that
I remember all that shit.
That beat the shit out of me. We all had to meet. Parents had to meet.
Yeah.
We had to meet. Teacher had to meet. And then they're like, okay, so why don't we invite Trevor over to our house so he can see that so-and-so isn't a monster?
I had to do that when I was young, too.
Okay.
I wasn't,
you were the bully.
No, we just got into we were both equally mad at each other.
Okay, so they were just trying to, like, you guys aren't as different as you might think.
Yeah.
No, this was me having to go to my abuser's home when I was in, like, second grade.
But what did you do? Just dad throw a peanut butter sandwich in your head?
But what I understood was I went to this kid's house, and, like, 5 minutes in, him and his mom were having a screaming match. Just, like, screaming at each other, like, fuck you, Mom, I tried to have a friend over, and she's like, you know what you are? You're a fucking son of a bitch.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing,
hang on one sec. Let me
be the kid.
Hang on one sec. No. So in that moment, I realized two things. One, this guy had a shitty home life, and he was taking out his anger the only way he knew how, which is being demonstrated by, at the very least, his mother. And two, again, second grade, I realized that his mom just called him a son of a bitch.
Oh, was she a single mother?
She called herself a bitch.
Yeah, that's awesome. But I'm saying
you don't call your own kid a son of a bitch because that makes you the bitch.
Yeah, she's a bitch.
No, but she said it.
Single mother. So there wasn't a dad. The dad wasn't.
No, I mean, like the dad wasn't. Like I think I'm pretty sure both his parents lived in the home. I just only saw his interaction with his mom. But
she was just saying that was just a cuss word to say to him.
Sure.
She wasn't meaning it literally.
But in second grade, I'm taking it kind of. I'm like, well, hang on. Isn't the insult here the insult to your mom? Like, hey, I fucked your mom, but hey, you're a son of a bitch, which means hey, your mom. So I just feel like I kind of understood in that moment why he was bullying me.
I fucked your mom. That's a great diss.
It's
just
pretty,
straight to the point.
It's a pretty good one.
I fucked your mom. Great.
It's like
when we play.
It hits all the right.
When we play online video games, you're allowed to tell the person that killed you how you feel, which is a great invention. and
well, is it? I feel like it's just another.
If they get rid of that, I'm never playing it again.
Another lens into the depths of how far we can really just plummet as a species.
Normally now when someone kills you, you can. It's only how long is the hot mic? 3 seconds? Maybe?
Something like that, yeah.
So you have enough time to give them
one good sentence.
And the really good one is I fucked your mother.
Last week, my favorite of all time was last week. Yeah. Some guy killed you, and over my headset, I hear, "I fucked your mom hard."
Well, it adds a little punch.
It's just like I can imagine that guy being just like he's just sitting there being like, "Man, okay, I've heard that one a million times." Then he hears the hard, he goes, "Man, really?"
Oh yeah, you got me.
Really?
Fuck her hard?
Fuck her hard? Like, oh man, my mom likes to have hard sex.
That means I enjoyed myself.
It means like my mom likes that kind of like it just like I could see him just sending him into a tailspin.
Yeah, I fucking hope so.
It was pretty hardcore.
That's what he gets.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do?
What else is a great one?
That's pretty much it. That's my go-to. I had one guy. There's like a list of like 5 or 6 words you just don't say, and he said them all in a row. It was pretty insane. I was taken aback.
Yeah. I remember I was laughing my ass off. I don't know why, because when this game came out, it was so popular. Well, they know because we play at Warzone, and there's that one famous streamer that's playing.
Which one?
Nick Merckx, his name is.
Oh yeah.
And I was watching him play, and he was going around, and he was doing so well, and then he kills his whole team. He wipes the whole team out at once. That means like 4 people. And the last guy he kills, the guy goes. You can tell the guy's. I don't know if he's half laughing.
Yeah. Or
he can't wait. He goes, Nick Merckx, you bitch. But he said it. He like at the top of his fucking lungs, but like in
you
like
bad?
Yeah, like but like laughing, fun,
okay.
like not angry, but it was funny.
Like he knew it was a foregone conclusion what's going to happen, and he's like, "Fuck, I'm the last one alive. I got to make this good."
And it would be on his stream.
It would be to millions of people seeing it afterwards.
But the guy that was the pro streamer that streamed didn't say a fucking word.
He didn't even blink.
No.
Yeah,
it was like a good one. Like he got it off perfect.
Yeah.
And like I would have thought.
Sometimes the hot mic cuts off.
Yeah, I would have thought he would have laughed or something, but I guess it was so good that he.
I don't know. Half the time that game makes me want to take it to the streets.
I fucking.
It's shaving years off my life. My blood pressure.
But now we started playing because of the pandemic, and now I just fucking can't stop.
No, you got to go for that. You got to go for that hit again.
It's like fucking crack.
It's like a drug. But they say that you all, what do they call it? Chasing the high, chasing the dragon. Because you just get diminishing returns. And I feel that in spades when it comes to that fucking video game.
Oh, yeah, that's why we're trudging.
I just I had to get. I think I mentioned earlier. I had to get my oil change today.
Oh yeah.
So
you had a prostate exam?
I dropped my car. Thank you. My vehicle's oil change.
Oh,
just a little tune-up, little check-in. Got some plans for the summer. Want to make sure the vehicle's.
You're a quart low.
No, I think it was. Well, actually, how does that work? How do you lose oil because it burns off?
Yeah.
Okay. So you fill it up and then it burns off, but then it also changes color because it does recycle through. I don't know how cars work.
Yeah, the more the older it gets, the thicker and the darker it gets.
Right. It's supposed to be a golden honey brown color, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a nice clear brown liquid, like you see through.
Okay.
And then sludge after a while.
Right. I know nothing about cars.
It lubricates the engine.
I know what that. I know. I know it lubricates the engine because one time I took it in to get the oil change and they didn't put the cap on properly and all the oil bled out and my engine seized.
Yeah. Oh, it bled out, huh?
Okay, that's gross. Anyways, they offered me a courtesy shuttle.
Oh, what?
Are you supposed to tip these people? I don't.
No.
I don't think so, right? It's a dealership? Yeah.
No, you don't tip a dealership.
Okay, cool. So I thought about that afterwards, but I get into the courtesy shuttle, and it's this petite woman, like maybe, I'm not even kidding you, maybe 5 feet. Like she's so small.
Like a dwarf?
Well, no, she's not. I don't think I don't know what the height requirement is for dwarfism, but
that's not a diss on dwarfs, or when they're just short, really short.
Isn't the medical term dwarfism? I think they're supposed to be. I think we're supposed to call them little people. I think that's the proper respectful thing to say.
There's people that are described as a dwarf and then a midget.
No, I think it's just little person.
No, because midgets have different, or they're proportionally different bodies.
Okay.
Dwarves are just small.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to diss anybody.
No, I get you.
When you're a dwarf, that just means you're very short, but you still have the same body.
Proportionally, everything is.
Yes.
So it's like in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Little people have different.
Right. So the proportions are out of whack.
Yes.
So they have to be custom everything. Whereas a little person or
a dwarf, it's just a really short.
So they could just buy small clothes, but proportionally it would fit.
Yeah, like kids' clothes you gotta buy or something.
Right. I don't know what this person was, just pretty small, so much so that her, like the headrest portion of the driver's seat was not in use. Like, had we gotten into an accident,
that's fucking short.
It looked like she had to reach slightly, and I mean ever so slightly, to like 11 and 1 on the steering wheel, just a little bit. Okay, so we get in this courtesy shuttle, and I'm like 5 or 6 minutes from the dealership. I'm not that far away. So
from your house?
Yeah. So we get on the road and we start.
Oh, wait a minute! You got shuttled home? What?
Yeah.
So your car's still there?
Well, I picked it up this afternoon.
Oh, they shuttle you home? Did they pick you up too?
Yeah.
Oh, you might have to tip that.
I didn't. I thought about it, but.
Oh, yeah, that's a tip. Well, no, they get paid for...
I'll tell you why it's not a tip. It's a dealership.
Yeah, but I tip when the shuttle takes me in a hotel.
That's different, though.
But that's a company.
Yeah, but that's different, though. Like, the reason I need a shuttle is because I'm leaving my vehicle with you. The reason you need a shuttle, you don't even need a shuttle hotel. You're taking one because it's convenient.
Yeah.
Right?
No, but that's a regular shuttle. They do it as their job. They're paid by the hotel for it.
Yeah, but that one you kind of expect tips.
Do you?
I do. I think, yeah, I'm at like a hotel. If I'm staying at a hotel, anything the hotel is offering me, I would expect to tip I've
always wanted to tip
a bellhop.
A stick of gum. Like just be a fucking.
Oh, so you want to outwardly let everyone know you're an asshole instead of bottling up inside?
Yeah, no, I always tip. I'm saying, but it would be fun one time when a guy goes.
It wouldn't be that fun.
Juicy fruit.
It'd be funny if you pre-wrapped the stick of juicy fruit with like a $5 bill,
no,
and then you wrapped
it.
To
no, I give him money after, but I'd wait. I'd give it a good 10 seconds after before I say I'm just kidding.
What if that was his last straw, though?
Oh, and he
had a bad day, and then this fucking guy tips me juicy fruit.
Mission accomplished. And then I'd be like, and even if he lost it, I'd still give him. I'd be like, oh yeah, no, you're right.
I mean, you're right. A tip is not a guaranteed thing; it should be earned. But I just feel like if you go in with the notion here, I don't
tip. You know what? Did I talk to you? Oh, you go.
No, go ahead. I was gonna say I had someone yesterday that I was working.
Food delivery.
Okay, so I was bartending yesterday. There was a lovely couple that came in. They got appetizers. She got a virgin mojito. She looked 10 months pregnant.
She got a virgin mojito?
Yeah, she looked 10 months pregnant.
So she is 10 months pregnant.
Well, I say that because 9 months is how long it takes before it's like she was ready. She was like overly.
She was about to burst, blow an O-ring?
I don't know if I like that term. I did my job. I gotta say, I put in a little bit extra for them because I was like,
well, that's so sweet.
And like they were a younger couple and super nice. Anyways, their bill was like $80, and I asked them like, oh, do you have anything else?
Did the fucking unpregnant man get a drink?
No.
What a loser.
Well, I think because like they were
She got a virgin alcohol drink because you can't drink alcohol, and he didn't even drink.
But I think so. I asked them like, what like, hey, what are you guys doing the rest of the day? She's like, well, hopefully we're gonna have a baby. Like I think they were expecting the baby to come imminently.
All the more reason to toke up.
Well, I think he wants to make sure he at least appears like he's taking care of business or handling things. Once he gets to the hospital, then yeah, they probably got a little cupboard that he can have.
The first page of what to expect when you're expecting is to say you got to have a little bit of a base.
I don't believe you've read that book. Also, you would write like the male companion guide to it, and you do a terrible job.
When your wife,
I should say male companion, the companion.
When you see the puss,
guidebook.
when you see the head, you got to have at least.
They call that crowning.
3 drinks.
When the baby begins to crown, you pour yourself a bit of crown.
You got to have a bit of a buzzard.
Okay. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, they stiffed me on a tip.
No fucking way.
Swear to God, she's like I'm chatting with them.
They must have forgotten.
No, because their bill was $80. She tipped me like $2. I hope her kid comes out sideways. But this is what I'm talking about. Do you see what kind of child she's going to be raising?
What did they look? What a fucking loser!
I'm telling you right now.
What they look? Were they nice people?
They like she was put together. He was put together. She was wearing makeup, jewelry.
Do they know what the tip
He
system
had an
is?
Apple
How old
Watch. They were probably late 20s.
Fucking losers.
I hope it comes out sideways. I swear to God. I hope that it's the most painful. I hope she sets the new Guinness World Record for hours in childbirth. I hope she asks.
Did you tell anybody at the restaurant?
Yeah, everyone. I hope she asks for an epidural, but it's too late.
You told people at the restaurant that couple just tipped you $2 on their $80 bill.
I showed them.
That's fucking pathetic.
I was like, but like I had like if I look again, a tip is earned, but I didn't like if you don't want to tip, go to fucking McDonald's.
You went above and beyond though because she was pregnant.
I did. I was like, man, it must be and like our booths are a bit higher. I was like, it's probably a pain in the ass to get in and out of that. I kind of felt bad for her. I was like I kept checking on, making sure she was comfortable and was okay because yeah, she looked very pregnant.
If you tripped a pregnant woman and they fell forward,
that's not funny.
And their bump disappeared. What does that mean? Like you popped their bump?
That's terrible. I don't think you can. That's so bad.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't think you can pop a bump. I don't think. I think what happens is that like. I
don't even want to know. That's terrible.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the kid probably has a dent or two. It's like a can of soup. It's a bit discounted. I don't think. No, I think. Oh boy. I mean, I would think that
we're in Under Siege 2 uncharted territory here.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I think probably like a can of soup. There's a couple bucks off.
Oh yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Like a dent.
Yeah, the soup is still fine, by the way. If you buy a dented can of soup, it's still totally fine. It just looks a little rough. That's probably what happens in that situation. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
And I don't. I hope.
It's like buying a TV that has a nick in it, and they give you $500 off.
Again, and the TV still works fine.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm hoping the child comes out. So I want to be very clear. I hope the child comes out healthy.
Were they
and
like
happy.
a nice couple? I don't get it.
They seemed like it.
How would a couple?
Well,
like that
also,
only
it's not like they came in and they were like, "Hey, we just need a quick nibble, just like a $10." Like they made it like.
What would they? Sorry, what?
They got appetizers. They got
they
mains. I'm not going to get into it, but let's just say
I want to know what the dish that she got.
No, I don't want to tell you.
Please, what?
No, because some people don't know where I work, and I don't want to like.
What do you mean? Tell me what you. Just say what type of food it was.
She got a stereotypical. Look, she got exactly what I thought she was fucking going to get. Okay.
What steak?
No, she got a
salad.
Can you have steak when you're pregnant? You can't have fish.
I don't know.
I don't know either. She got a fucking massive thing of truffle fries.
Yeah, okay.
And she got chicken wraps with extra sauce.
Oh, that's pregnant woman food.
Well, no, it's just a stereotypical blonde white woman food, really.
What are you doing to your fucking beer? Open it.
I will. Have I done this one already? Oh my God, I am.
Yeah, I just cracked mine 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, so I don't even know why I started. We're talking about tipping.
That doesn't make sense. When you see a couple like that, well, they know what a tip is and what a tipping does. And the fact that they wanted to make themselves look like assholes.
Again, their bill was like $80 some. It's not like they were trying to keep it cheap. I mean, they were trying to keep it cheap, at least by stiffing me.
$2 tip.
Maybe it's my face. Maybe
Seriously,
I would make more money
$2?
if I were. I swear to God.
You must have told the whole restaurant.
No, I'm not going to go around, but like all of the lounge servers, I was like, hey, you see that? They were like, I know. Oh my goodness, she's so pregnant, so sweet. I was like, hope it comes out sideways.
And what did they say when you said they tipped you $2?
They were like, what? And then I showed them the debit slip before. They were like, yeah, we get it. I'm telling you, man.
It doesn't make sense.
I know it doesn't make sense.
Like, there's usually a type of person that doesn't tip.
But here's how I know it wasn't.
Maybe they fucked up.
No, here's how I know. Because there's no way she's going to tip me like $20. I've had it before where someone like doesn't put an extra, and it's like, whatever, that's like, it was a mistake. Or I can at least guess based on the amount. She didn't do percentage. She did a specific amount, and there's no way she was going to give me $20. That doesn't make sense. It's almost 30%. It's like 25%. No, this is intentional.
That's fucked.
It's intentional.
I can't wrap my head around a couple that was pregnant.
Well, that's because you don't fucking bartend with the clientele that I get.
It's just not that's like a nun kicking you in the balls. You know what I mean?
That actually makes more sense if you're at like an all-male Catholic boarding school and she's trying to show you what's what.
No. I'm saying it's not.
You mean Mother Teresa
it doesn't
specifically?
Fit the profile.
Yeah, no. I mean, great. Well, Here's the thing.
Were they a lovely couple?
Here's the thing.
They were
I think it would fit
Were they
the
a
profile.
handsome couple?
I think it. Well, not after that. Now they're.
No. But what did the guy? Did they look
Yeah,
like
no,
they
they
were
like-
well off?
No, it looked like they were like honestly, it looked like kind of middle class. Like they weren't super fancy. They like it was just like they were relatively normal. Like his hair was done, her hair was done. She had jewelry on, makeup. Like they had relatively nice clothes, nothing crazy fancy.
It's a fucking mind freak.
Well, not for me with the clientele. It's a crapshoot it's just a real fucking nightmare. But I mean, again, hope the kid's healthy and happy, and I hope she's in excruciating amounts of pain for the next 18 to 20 years of her life. But yeah, tipping, back to me getting my oil change. I get in this shuttle, and we start going. And immediately after leaving the parking lot, this lady, the small one that doesn't need the headrest for the driving.
That's awesome.
She says to me, if my driving makes you uncomfortable at all, please let me know.
Why would her driving make you uncomfortable?
Well, I was like not wanting to seem like a pussy. I said, no, you're fine. I'm pretty. And before I'd said I'm pretty easygoing, whatever I was trying to say, she guns it. And I mean, like, starts riding the truck in front of us, his bumper, veers into the next lane over, floors it, veers into the right lane.
I like your style.
And then she takes the off-ramp. It was crazy. Like, she was... So we get off the highway. We're like on like a 50-kilometer-an-hour street. She's veering in and out of traffic, slams on the brakes, and screams, "Fucking Audi!" I swear to God. And then she goes, "Can you believe?" Like just like keeps doing this, veering in and out, and then like gets me home in record time. But it was
How big was the shuttle? Is it like a handy dart?
No, it's like a van.
Okay.
It's like a Ford van. I don't know. It's just like it's not a small bus. It's nimble enough to get in and out of.
Oh,
is that the official term? I don't know.
Is
it?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can say that. Okay.
Yeah, they're called that.
Okay, I don't know. I've heard a lot of terms for a lot of different things. I don't know how one became. I don't know what part was the initial inception of a name and which was hijacked into something else.
That's a real name for it. You know the ones I'm talking about, the short bus.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they're called that.
Man, this Labatt Blue is just delicious. It's great. What do you got? Well, we saw The Lost City the other night. That was fun.
Oh, it was a treat.
It was so much fun.
It was a classic comedy.
Yeah.
Romantic comedy.
We scored some tickets to a pre-screening of it, so we got to see it. Lay it on me. Go ahead.
It didn't even need to be a romantic comedy. You didn't really care what their chemistry was like.
100% agree.
You just were like they were friends or
Yep.
they were just involved. There for the ride.
Yeah.
I didn't even care if they fell in love. It was just a fun movie.
I actually didn't I thought Channing Tatum and Daniel Radcliffe did a great job. Radcliffe especially. Channing Tatum was like I was really pleasantly surprised by him. Not that he's bad. I was just like, oh, this is fun, and he's a lot more genuine than I would have expected as like what this role was advertised.
He was so good. Everyone's talking about his
Sandra Bullock. You could have put anyone else in those characters and they would have done fine because she was so fucking good.
Oh yeah, she's flawless. And also she looks amazing.
Yeah, she was like she fucking anchored this movie in such a fun way. Like it was believable, but like without going too over the top. But she like she was so fucking on when it came to the comedy. And then the cherry on top. Well, like everyone in that movie was pretty easy to look at. You got Brad Pitt, you got Channing Tatum, you got Sandra Bullock, you got Daniel Radcliffe. Like they all looked great.
Yeah.
Radcliffe looked a little bit like Peter Pettigrew at a couple moments, which I kind of dug.
But he was so good at playing
an asshole,
an idiot. Yeah.
No, that movie was so much fun. If you have a chance to go see The Lost City, definitely recommend
what was that line
it.
when she goes, did you chloroform me?
Oh yeah, it's a classic for a reason.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. That's early. That's like first 10, 15 minutes.
Great line.
But because it was a press screening, they have people from the studio. They say it's from the studio, but it's just like hired security. And instead of watching the movie, obviously, they stand at the sides and they watch the audience. They're checking for phones, seeing if you're recording anything.
Yeah.
Now, we usually bring some beers into the movie. Again, if they sold them there.
Also,
we
can I
would do
just
that.
cut you off again?
Please.
One of the security guards that was hired to watch people talked for like the first 20 minutes of the film. Did you see that?
To our left?
Yeah.
That wasn't a security guard. The security guard went and told them to shut up. It was someone that left to go on their phone.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
That was on their phone in the corner of the theater.
Yeah. They didn't leave the theater. They went to the corner and they were on their phone. The security guard kept looking back,
would
and then
someone
the security because that guy's fucking parents
I thought it was
didn't kick the shit out of him like he should have.
I thought it was the fucking security guard on his phone talking to someone.
No, the security guard went and like spoke to them and was like, "You can't be on your phone." Like,
Wow.
because like they went around the corner so the security guard I guess wouldn't think that they were using their phone to record. But yeah, just a prime example of someone that should not be swimming around the
and
gene
he wasn't
pool.
on it quickly. He was on it for like fucking 5 minutes.
It probably not. Like, yeah, I saw like 3 minutes of talking with
Yeah.
the security guard. Was like, "You can't be doing that anymore." Anyways, we usually bring some beers in. If the theater sold them, I'd buy them from there. They don't, so that's fine. So we had to go with old school. We had to get a Mickey at Captain Morgan's and put it in our
Coke.
Coke Zero. Here's the thing about the fun fact for you guys. There's the cups that they use and the straws are paper now, so they're very environmentally friendly.
Booze was eating through it.
Which is great. But if you have a high percentage alcohol in those cups, it was mixed with pop, it started to eat away at the cup. Like by the end of the movie, you could almost put your finger through the fucking side of our cups.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was pretty fun.
It was great.
But God, Brad Pitt looks good, hey? Mm-hmm. What a man. What a machine.
Brad Pitt is the shit.
I have an exercise bike being delivered on Friday.
Oh yeah, get on that bike.
I hope it's good. It's like a kind of like a Peloton, but it's similar. It's just not a Peloton, but it was still a hefty chunk of change. I'm hoping it doesn't suck. I got 30 days to try it. I'm gonna put it through its paces. I'm not usually the kind of guy that returns something, but if this thing
fucking work
doesn't
it like
fire on all cylinders,
beat it like a rented mule.
You should get a bike in here.
An exercise bike?
Yeah, why not? Watching TV, watch a show. Hop on. That's why I got it.
Where
I was
did
like,
I put it though? There's no room. My apartment, the width of my apartment is 6 feet. What?
well, you get rid of the table.
What table?
Well, on the other side of this wall here.
And just have a fucking exercise bike in the middle of my kitchen?
What, do you use the table?
Yeah, actually a lot.
What kind of table is it? Why don't you tell everyone what kind of table it is?
It's a folding table. It's a folding.
We got it
table.
from Canadian Tire for $70.
It's a folding table.
What did we get that table for? Was it here? We did, right?
No, it was when we started Beer Me in Cody's old bedroom.
We got the table. Yeah, you're right. We got a table for that. Wow. Then we bought this guy. We got this from
when I
IKEA.
moved in here.
When you moved in here, yeah. You put it together yourself. Sturdy as a rock.
Yeah, it was fucked.
Rock of Gibraltar right here. Dave's fucking prowess as a stereotypical man.
We wanted a high table because the rental place that I was in with the real brick wall had a high top table already there for us.
And then he offered it to us, and we were like, pass.
Well, I didn't know what to do with it.
And then we ended up going, fuck, I guess we have to buy one now.
That would have been great here, actually.
Yeah. Oh, well, you snooze, you lose.
Oh, it might have been too big for this room.
I think as I'm thinking about that table now, I think you're right. It would have been a little bit too, it would have taken up too much space.
Yeah, so then fuck it. I took all his dishes, though.
Also, fun little piece of info that I feel somewhat masturbatory about saying, but fuck it, I'll say anyways. Submitted our short film to a couple festivals, and it got nominated for Best Drama.
You're going to plug that on
I
the
am.
podcast?
I'm going to plug the fact. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of everyone's work that went into it. It was, we produced it. We got it done. It was, there was a lot of ups and downs.
Tons of ups and downs.
A lot of trials and tribulations, and I'm
Roller
still working
coaster
through
ride.
it. Yeah, no, I'm stuck in the upside down position right now. But hey, I think we're gonna throw the trailer up on our YouTube channel sometime soon, so you can check the trailer. We can't make the short available for people to see while we're submitting it to festivals, but hey, nicely done, buddy. Congratulations.
Thanks for having me.
What a limp dick handshake that was.
Thanks for having me. Your hands feel like fucking clams.
They're not sweaty at all.
Yeah, they're sweaty.
That's dry.
Ew.
That's dry.
Well, whatever.
I think your hands, because you have a fist.
Oh, yeah, I'm fisting.
It's your hand that's clammy.
It's clammy because
Good old Clammy Hands. That was his nickname in high school.
It's clammy because I was fisting.
Clammy Hands was his name, and also it's because it's the only kind of coitus he would engage in.
Fred the Fister.
Freddie got fingered.
Freddie got fingered, yeah. I only see one LeBaron.
I saw, God, what is his name? Tom Green. Saw Tom Green on my For You page on TikTok the other day, and I was just like, fuck, what have we become?
What do you mean? Why?
He's
He's a legend. He's on TikTok.
No, it's not even that. It was just it was him doing a video like everyone else does a video, just like him talking into the camera for 20 seconds. And
Remember him when he had the Tom Green show?
It's not a bad thing. It's just it feels to me it's a double-edged sword. The barrier to entry is so low anyone can do it. Objectively, fantastic. But the barrier to entry is so low anyone can do it means you gotta kind of wade through a lot of shit. And I feel like it does take. You're able to find some diamonds in the rough, but sometimes people that were diamonds before end up just getting buried in the rough. Mm-hmm. So it's
he had the Tom Green show before he did movies. It was in the mid 90s, late 90s, and there was an episode where he
Tom Green show was great, but the Red Green show was better.
He'd fuck with his parents. Red Green show was great too. He'd fuck with his parents.
So Bam Margera took a page out of his.
They actually copied it. They said that they got their ideas.
Okay, there you
go.
I don't think I ever saw the Tom Green show.
But one episode, he took his dad's car and got it professionally painted, like the mural on it, like a.
Oh, you see on those like crazy rocker vans.
Yeah. So on the hood, and it was a stripper naked and spreading her vagina with her. And he goes, "Dad, don't you like it?" And the dad was so mad. He was getting up for work in the morning. He's like, "Dad, don't you like your present? Don't you like your present?" And then his dad was like, I'm taking the bus to work, and his parents were like squares like that, and his dad is walking.
Who the fuck would think that?
And he's following his dad in his dad's car with and he's going, "Dad, don't you want your present, Dad?" And he's honking, and then his dad's standing at the bus stop with like 10 other people. It's like 6 in Ontario.
That's
he's like, "Dad, your present. You gotta have your present." And then everyone's looking at the car, and it's the grossest. It's like it's
hardcore. I get it. Yeah. You don't have to describe it much further. I get it. Yeah. At what cost? Do you know what I mean? Like it is funny, but at what cost? Although, to be fair, what kind of dad was he? Maybe, you know what? He was the kind of dad that would raise a son to get graphic pornography professionally painted on the side of a van.
Like,
so
it probably costed a lot of money.
You reap what you sow. I'm sure the production company paid for it.
You know what I was watching, too, that everyone forgot about is Dana Carvey had a show. It was called the Dana Carvey Show. I think it was like 97. It was a show where he did pranks, and then it was like a talk show.
Yeah.
It was for only one season, but one of his pranks, him and... you know who it was? It was.
Were you watching this on YouTube?
Yeah, I've never seen it in years. I remember my brother.
Can I ask you one question? Sorry to interrupt you. Yeah. I'm going to interrupt you for a second. So you watched that Tom Green thing on YouTube?
Yeah.
And then was it explicit in showing you what, like, the lady, or did it blur it out?
No, it blurred it out.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, so one of his...
Hang on, I'll just interrupt you again. My whole point in saying this was that we had several of our beer review episodes taken down from YouTube. Yet a video like that is okay.
You couldn't see it. It was blurred.
Still. Like, you know what it is.
Who knows? Who fucking cares? But this...
Hey, YouTube. Fuck you. There was like 18 different things I was going to say, and all of them I felt like...
Sketch, though, let me get the sketch out.
Oh, wow, weird. Are you trying to say something? You keep getting interrupted by your co-host? That's crazy. Go ahead.
Dana Carvey and Evan Almighty. What's his, why am I not?
Steve Carell?
Steve Carell was in it. This was before Steve Carell was even...
Steve Carell, yeah.
And he was like overweight.
He got his big
he was
show
like
on the Daily
overweight
Show.
in it.
Well, probably. He was upset. He's probably eating ramen noodles and drinking Coca-Colas
in the
corner
he was a
of an
writer
apartment.
on Saturday Night Live all through the 90s.
Yeah, I'm sure they got... Yeah, if you want to look back into the history of SNL, the writers were definitely
their
paid
joke
top
was so
dollar.
Funny. They go through a drive-thru, they get in their car, and they'll be giggling and laughing, and you think they're going to like do it not pay and run.
Yeah.
But the joke was they'd buy like $100 worth of food, like tons of food, and then they'd pay... And then they'd take off.
The food.
Yeah. And they thought that was crazy. And then they went, oh my God, and they peel off. And they go, oh my God. And they paid for it.
Yeah.
Like, so fucking stupid.
You know the stupid thing about like fast food places like that? Did they show you what they did with the food?
Hmm?
Did they show you what they did with the food? Because the fast food place...
No, it was real though. The fast food place didn't know that what they're... They pay and then they take off thinking they're doing something cool. But like, what?
All of that food probably got tossed.
Yeah, but the joke is like...
they're thinking like, oh my God, that's crazy.
We didn't take the food, but you paid for it. But I don't know, it's dumb humor, but I thought that was the funniest thing years ago.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Also, I hope that food got donated. I hope the staff
they probably went back afterwards.
Nah.
What?
Why would you? Would you? I wouldn't. I would call them and be like, hey, just give that food.
Well, because, the cameras were built into the car, so they didn't know they were there.
And were they like driving in the front, like jacking each other up?
Yeah.
They're like, oh my God.
Yeah. And then they'd peel off. But but they already paid.
We got it.
Yeah, and then we go, oh, like that. And it's the funniest fucking thing you've ever seen.
Yeah, the funniest thing, though, is watching people genuinely try to, like, I want to say mock, but it's not even that. It's almost like an homage to people that actually do that whole, like, backslapping, like, thing. Do you know what I mean? It's so much funnier to watch people who are in the know of being like, oh, my God, look, oh, man.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then seeing guys that are
serious?
genuine about it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's I haven't seen that. I should check it out.
It's good. Danny Carvey show. Look it up.
Why don't you send me the link, you lazy bastard?
Oh.
No, not now. I don't need to see it now.
Oh, it'll take 2 seconds.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Let's wrap this up. Let's go. I got some trudging to do. I'm out of my second beer. I will probably be consuming a third in short order.
Oh,
so.
yeah. It's delicious. Are we done?
We're done. Let's wrap it up.
Oh,
Yeah.
wrap it on up.
You got anything else you need to say?
Go always wipe front to back and go
That's
fuck
it.
yourselves.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out this exercise bike on Friday. Hopefully, that'll keep me trudging in place for a while. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We love you. We'll talk to you next week.
Yeah, be sure to tip your waiter.
Yeah,
Waitress.
please. Be sure to tip your waiter, and if you're going to be a parent, don't be an asshole.
Don't wear a tracksuit.
That's fine.